Growing up in Garner, North Carolina was idealistic. Here's me enjoying a nice bowl of oatmeal with my mom. Here's me and my brother with matching shirts. Here's me posing a little too hard. One of my things I did enjoy as a kid was playing sports, whether it be basketball or soccer, or playing sports in Tarboro, North Carolina and beating my cousins in basketball, packing the Honda and going to the Rocky Mount Mall, or watching Alexis just outrun everyone because, let's be honest, she's pretty fast. But one thing I cannot forget about Tarboro was the family reunions. Seeing your cousins that you haven't seen in years, watching your cousin eat a snow cone, or just watching your cousins grow up. And that's what happened to me. I grew up, married the girl of my dreams, had a kid, and watching Jack and his cousins grow up, I couldn't help but think, I wish they would have met some of their ancestors, which led me to ancestry.com. From there, I decided to start my family tree and start with my grandma, Helen Taylor. Helen had 7 brothers and sisters. Here's Helen and her husband, Turner, my grandfather. The 7 brothers and sisters were Emma, Robert, who died when he was 2, Lonnie, Leroy, Geneva, Sylvester, our Bud, and Henry. From what I was told, they're a very tight-knit family, and possibly without them, the family reunion would never have started. But I wanted to go deeper and learn more about Helen's mother, Rebecca. What I found out about Rebecca, or Emma Rebecca Cotton, is that she was born on September 4th, 1890 in Tarboro, North Carolina. Her father, Ishmael, and her mother was named Winnie. So after finding out about Emma Rebecca Cotton, I went a little bit deeper and found out about her father, Ishmael Cotton Sr. Ishmael Cotton was born around 1854 around Tarboro, North Carolina. His father's name was Green Cotton. His mother was named Tabitha. Ishmael had 3 sons and 2 daughters. Their names were Ishmael Cotton Jr., Nancy Cotton, Green Cotton, Emma Rebecca Cotton, Abraham Cotton, and Barry Cotton, and Winnie Cotton. I was able to go one step higher and find out about Ishmael's father, Green Cotton, who was born around 1820, which means that's around slavery time, so he was a slave. And he died in 1886. He had 8 children with Tabitha Cotton. But that is when I hit a dead end. So I decided to actually just drive to Tarboro and find out more about our family by asking questions.
My full name is what people call me. My name is Faye Smith, Faye Taylor Smith. My full name is Janice Faye Taylor Smith.
When were you born and where were you born?
I was born in Tarboro, North Carolina on August 11, 1954.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, I was born just a couple houses from where I lived then.
What were your parents' names?
My mother was named Helen Taylor, and they used to call her Lisses. And my daddy was named Turner Taylor, and they called him Sonny.
Okay. How many siblings do you have?
I have 4 handsome brothers and 1 beautiful sister.
And what are their names?
My sister's name is Winnie Pearlie Denise. And my oldest brother name is Turner Henry Taylor III. Then I have Larry Dunn. They always tell me that I, with being the first daughter, girl, right? Uncle Bud used to love to lift me up. And he used to call me Janice Faye.
Uncle Bud is
Aunt Lucy's husband.
Okay.
I said one day he would always lift me up over the table. Call me Janice. And so one day he was lifting me up over the table. I peed on the table. And then and I guess I've always been sort of different. One Sunday she took me to church and she had brought me this new outfit. I guess I was about 2 or maybe about 2 or 3, just learned to talk really good. And so I just want everybody in church knew that I had on something new. So I told people, look, I have on a new dress. Look, I have on some new shoes. And Mom said, she said, well, why is she going to say she got on some new panties? Now, while I yell, Andre, look, I got on some new panties too. But we had fun, you know. I can't think of a better place to live or anything than where I am now. But getting back to Aunt Emma and Uncle Shama, Aunt Emma and Uncle Shama sort of like a second mama and daddy to me. I used to love to go to Aunt Emma. Aunt Emma used to work she used to do days work. And they would always give her like makeup and, you know, different stuff and costume jewelry. So I used to go to Aunt Emma and I'd be made up in this makeup stuff and my face be right white from all this makeup. And I have all this jewelry on me, that this costume jewelry that Aunt Emma had gotten from these white people. And then Uncle Sean was like the bank, you know, because there was 6 of us. And sometimes we didn't have money for lunch. So, and Uncle Sean used to call me Sparrow, I guess because my leg was so little. But Uncle Sean, my leg is still little. But anyway, he used to call me Sparrow. So we were sometimes we didn't have money for lunch. And we would go over, Mom and Daddy would send us over to Aunt Emma and Uncle Shama to get a quarter so we can buy lunch. And I never forget it when my father first got sick, because my father had, he was sick the majority of my life coming up. And I remember when he was sick, Aunt Emma used to work at the school, in the school cafeteria. And a lot of times what she would do, you know, being having 6 kids, and, you know, my mother was the only one working, Daddy was sick. And back then you didn't have the benefits that you have now. And a lot of times Aunt Emma would bring us food from the school, or sometime Uncle Bud and Aunt Lucy, you know, Aunt Lucy worked at the school, would bring us, you know, bring food. Uncle Bud would help Mom get groceries. So, you know, we all looked out for each other. You know, when one had, the other had. You know, and you never threw it in nobody's face. Well, I did this for you, or I did that for you. We did what we could for each other.
That's good. That's good. What do I have here?
Called a mint cotton.
Do you have any interesting stories?
My grandmother was a well-known person in Edgecombe County. And a lot of doors that my grandmother could go in, some white people couldn't go in. And I never forget this lady named Miss Getty Ruth Brown. She was one of the nosest women I ever seen in my life. Miss Getty Ruth Brown, and then this lady used to call Miss Mattie Slopjaw. Miss Mattie Slopjaw had one breast. And she used to bring slop for Grandma and Pigs and bring us old stale candy. Grandma wanted us to eat the candy. So I guess we would always say when she would come, she had this old black car and these great big club foot shoes. And we'd be, when she'd drive in the yard, we'd run out, Grandma, here come Miss Mattie Slopjaw. We call her Slopjaw because she always brought slop. But Miss Getty Ruth, her son was a judge, but she and my grandmother were real good friends. But my grandmother opened a lot of doors for Miss Getty Ruth, because a lot of places that my grandmother could go, a lot of people couldn't go. She was friends with the Clarks. She was friends with the Jenkins. She was friends with all the well-known people in Edgecombe County. Everybody knew Mitt Cotton. The only thing you had to say was, I'm Mitt Cotton granddaughter or Mitt Cotton daughter, you know, and then open doors for you. And we used to stand beside the road and catch the bus. This is the trailway bus used to come here, because this was one of the main roads to get to Rocky Mount. So we used to stand beside the road for a handkerchief, you know, in the morning when we go to town. We raise the handkerchief and the bus would stop. You give the bus your money, and they'd take us to Tarboro. We'll spend the day. And then what Grandma would do, it would be with Grandma. And then what Grandma would do, she would go to some of her white friends' houses and wait to town for the bus to come back. And we would come with Grandma back to the bus station, and then the bus would bring us back home, and we'd get off the bus then. But we used to have a good time. We really, really did. And we used to go to this little place during the summer. And see, back when we was coming up, black people couldn't go to like Virginia Beach and Atlanta Beach. So we would go to places like to Shawan Beach or Little Washington Beach, you know, Sunday, you know, we get our little hot dogs and chocolate cake and fried chicken during the summer. And that's where we would go. And then my father's father lived in Baltimore, Maryland. And we would go to Baltimore, Maryland during the summer. to see his family. So we did what we, we had an enjoyable life. We did what we could do. We had pigs. We had, in fact, where I live now, the pig pen used to be there. Back of that used to be the hog pen. Then we had the chicken pen.
I married my sweetheart, Celeste Whitehead.
Do you remember what year you guys got married?
Sure do. November the 12th, 1947, at 8 o'clock that night at the High Chapel Baptist Church. This was right there.
And how many children did you guys have?
I had 5 children. Still all 5 of them living. The oldest one, Celeste Whitehead, Senior, Junior rather. And Hubert Whitehead, Whitehead, which is the youngest. And 2 girls, oldest one, Carolyn, we call her Diane, and Lucretia.
Okay. Oh.
That right now. I think about when they was growing up, days when I used to take a blanket, and we had a lot of trees around here, apple trees and different things. And during the summer, I would take a blanket, a quilt, and take out under the tree. Then I would take the Bible and go out there and would read, and then I had done a set of the Bible verses and all of that. And I would think about it. I said, I wonder if people do that now, But that's where I used to do them and everything.
Okay. That's cool. Do you remember Celeste's parents?
I remember his mother was named Emma Rebecca, and I always call her Mitt. And his daddy was Robert Whitehead, and we call him Sugar Bay.
Okay. Do you have any stories about Mitt and Sugar Bear? Any memories of them that you can?
Yeah, I know that they used to. I know Miss Mitt. She used to work down after I got married. I used to work at the there used to be a prison camp down where Edgecombe Community College. There used to be the prison camp, and I know she worked there, and I can only remember him working,
Right.
on the where and everything. But I know he was real quiet, and I'll tell you, I know when he got sick, got lost in the woods, and one hot Saturday evening, and he was going in the woods back there to the farmhouse, back in the farm, to find some. He always knew what different type of weeds and different things like that to get to for medicine or something for the make tea to drink. And that particular day he got lost, and I was pregnant with Junior. And so they went out in the woods back there looking for him, and they couldn't find her, and the storm was coming up. And because I wanted to go, but they, would let me go because, I was pregnant. And so they went to finally call the sheriff, and they went out. So Celeste said he kept walking, calling his name, but he was sitting behind a tree, a big tree, drawed up, and it was pouring down rain. And so it seemed like he didn't never get over that when he got wet either. He started going down. And so Celeste said he walked by that tree, but he didn't see him. And so Celeste said he went off a little distance from everybody else, and he went off and prayed and asked the Lord, when I go back, wherever my father said, let him, when I call his name, said let him answer. So he said when he came back by that same tree, he said, I don't know why he won't that close up to it, but when he came up in that area, said he always called him Pa, and said Pa, and said stop and call him 3 times. So he always called Celeste Buddy. He said, Buddy, said, is that you? So he told him, yeah. So he went to where he was and got him, and he was real wet. And so they brought him on. He was in there 2 years and something, because I promised him that I'd wait for him when he came out. And but when he came back, I had finished high school in 46, and I had got graduated from George Washington Carver High School down Pine. And so my aunt had come from New York, my dad's oldest sister. Every time one graduated, if you ain't going to college, she would take her to New York and get him a job and go to work. So I was going to New York. So Celeste got home, so he said if I was going to New York, he was going back in the army, try to go back overseas. Hope he didn't come back no more. So I didn't go. And so I better marry this guy then, because if I go, I might not see him no more. So that's when, we got married in November.
So he fought in World War II.
World War II. And he went to Germany. And he said that he worked as a medic.
Okay.
When the guys, got wounded or whatever like that, he pick them up and take them back to the base or wherever they're supposed to be, and then he help, give them the medicine and stuff. So he said a particular time over in Germany, he got lost, and because he by himself going to try to find a guy, but he turned the wrong way. And two of the Germans jumped out of the bushes and put the gun right in his chest. One put the gun in his chest, the other stuck it to his head, and said after, whatever the German talk, he could understand, he know what they were talking about. So he said, but what? I told him that he was lost, and asked him where he was from. He told him some part of Germany, whatever. So he said so the other guy said, shoot him. And the other guy said, don't kill him, let him go. And so that's when but he said he had prayed when he got lost, when they jumped out. So he said, Lord, don't let them kill me, so save me. And he said, the Lord saved him.
Amen.
So when he would go to church, old St. Louis sometime, he'd be telling his, how he, was in Germany, what happened and everything, how he was blessed. And so many of his buddies got killed and everything, but he said, but each time the Lord spared him. And people be sitting there, with tears running and crying, cause, it was sad, So he had a long history traveling, in Germany and so forth like that.
What do you have any memories of his brothers and sisters?
Yeah, Emma was the oldest one. And I remember her lived down. Well, Emma used to live down. There used to be a little house where the old stove, and it was a house there. Emma and Sherman lived there, and then after that, that's when she moved back down here and built her house down there next to her mama.
Down where that.
Yeah, and
so it was Emma, and
then the next one, I didn't remember. It's two siblings that died, but I didn't. I didn't know that woman named Lucy. I know that, and the other. It was a girl and a boy. I heard Miss Mitt talking about it. And of course, Celeste's mama, they always call her Mitt. So,
remember Lonnie?
let's see, Emma was the oldest, Celeste was next, and then Henry, and Leroy, the baby I know, and Lonnie. Oh, there's somebody else?
Geneva.
Oh, Geneva. That's right. I miss her. I guess because she was away. But Geneva next to Emma and then Celeste. Ain't it right?
And Mama.
And Helen was.
Well, I miss Helen. That was my buddy.
Where you miss Helen?
She was the youngest girl.
Yeah.
What do you have any interesting stories about them? I
Huh?
guess raising your children around your family, around like Emma and Helen and Bonnie and all them.
Yeah, because we always right down around in this circle, and they all play together, run from house to house, from my house back down to the grandmama house. And when they were little, because I have a picture, I guess Nita and them might have a picture already. But anyway, Miss Sugar Bay living at that time, and all of them were sitting on center blocks out there in the yard, and they would market him, and they said they would sometimes pick up a little channy. It used to be a channy ball tree out there, and they'll pick up a channy ball and they throw it at him, And he said, "Boys, if y'all don't leave me alone, you don't want me to get you." he talked real slow. He said, and niece and all of them, they sitting out there. You was in it too. You sitting out there on some center block, cement block, and then sometimes y'all would have church in there. You're little bitty children. I had to look at real close that picture to make them out. So then I asked Junior sometime, I said, who is this? Then he tell me. I got it somewhere in there because I have so many pictures in there. And so, but it was a big family and a great family. Everybody seemed to love each other. And when one didn't have it, the other one had. Same as today. It just, it's love in the family. And I've been thinking about that. I said, because see, so many families don't love each other. And so many families don't care, don't even speak to each other. But I didn't marry in a family like that. I've been in this family about 46 years or more.
What is your fondest memory of Celeste?
Huh?
What is your fondest memory of your husband? Or what do you remember the most about him?
Well, I know the most about Celeste when when I had the children and we all get together. And one thing at night, he would always, not every night, but once a week, he would get the Bible and this song book, and we would sing some songs, and then he would always pray. So that was the way that, and I was brought up that way by my mom and my daddy, and so mom and daddy, they always going to church.
Okay, Celeste.
I've been going to old St. Luke School. Where where the old St. Luke Church?
Yep.
Okay. Well, right there, that brick house, as you turn and go back there where this church was, that was the school.
Okay.
And that's the school I used to go to.
Okay.
And when I met him, and we always had to walk on the bus, couldn't ride. So he said, he was trying to take my book. I said, oh, no, boy, take my book. I got hands, I can take my book myself. And so, I kept showing him off. So finally, I guess I started liking her.
Yeah.
And then when I started dating, and so Mama told me I could have company. And I've seen her coming down the road, I could tell my sister, Emma. I said, tell him I'm asleep. And Mama said, so he got her, Mama said, come on in, young man. And Mama said, wait, Lucy. And so Diane said, she told me to tell her she was asleep. Mama said, go back there and tell her. I said, get up. I won't sleep nowhere. But then, from then I began to like it. But you know what?
What's that?
I thank God that I sure met him and married him. He's a wonderful husband, gave me 5 wonderful children, and I couldn't marry a man no better.
Henry Tell the
It's a
Third.
lot of Whitehead.
Yeah.
And I couldn't be in no better family, I don't
That's
think,
me,
than
man.
the Whitehead.
And when were you born?
I was born February 23rd, 1948.
1948. And where were you born?
I was born 2 houses from this house, Edgecombe County. You get a chance, you put that little house over there on camera. I was born in the house over there.
The house that's boarded up?
No, the one on the other side, Kennebaugh House. The little white house, the smallest one.
That's where you were born. I didn't
Yeah.
know Sir Rand's house.
Yeah. The room that's facing this way, I was born in that room.
Oh.
Yeah. It's Edgecombe County. Cotton Town, they say they used to call it.
Cotton Town.
Yeah. I don't know why they changed the name. They should have kept Cotton Town.
Do you remember, what was one of your favorite memories about growing up in Tarboro or Edgecombe County?
My favorite memory growing up in Edgecombe County, it had to be my school days. Now, I really, I'm gonna tell the truth on this one. I ain't like school really. because my mama taught school.
Yeah.
It was school at school and school at home.
I know about
And
that.
I won't stun it. That's why, you know, like, I think about it today that what I could have done and didn't do, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, like I want to be mischievous to the teachers a lot of time, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, do little stuff, you know. But other than that, you know, like best memory was going to school, graduated from W.A. Patillo High School, playing football on that team. Those were real good memories.
Yeah.
And the guys, like, they came along. I was the oldest in the group. But we had friends in the neighborhood, you know, that all of us hung together.
Mm-hmm.
And they named us the Fire Tower Boys.
Fire Tower Boys.
Yeah, because this fire tower right down the street there.
Mm-hmm.
But I could say for everybody from this area, this neighborhood that played football started. Nobody rode a bench. We beat them East Tower Boys out. You let your daddy know about that.
I will. I'll let them know.
Yeah, we beat them East Tower Boys out. Yeah, and you know, like, then after high school, you know, like, I left, you know, just to get out in that tobacco field.
Mm-hmm.
I caught the bus, Washington, D.C., you know, my mom and dad. I left while they were gone. And they called, why you didn't tell us you were leaving? I said, I wanted to go out on my own,
Yeah.
you know. And my aunt there in Washington, D.C. won't know why I didn't tell them too, you know.
What was your aunt's name?
Huh?
What was your aunt's name?
I
in
call her
DC?
aunt, it was Dorothy.
Uh-huh.
Dorothy Whitehead. I call her aunt, but she was really my cousin's wife, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who is she?
That's Calvin and Gina mama.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. And so I stayed with them. I worked up there. And I was supposed to be going to school, you know, like going to college, but I didn't come home because of the job I had, making $112 a week, and I thought I was making big bucks back in the 60s, right? So I told my mom I'd be home the second semester. And before the second semester came along, I got a big white envelope from the military. I came home then, right? And knowing my mama, the way she was, she spoke her mind. Said, you bring your black A home now, won't you? I came home for 30 days until I had to go to the military.
Yeah.
Yep, I spent 12 months in Vietnam, a total of 2 years in the military. And I got out, you know. I got out May the 8th, 1969.
Okay.
Got married June the 1st, 1969. I've been married 50 years.
Oh, happy anniversary.
Today. This is June 1st.
Yep.
Thank God. He did it, I did. So, yeah, he did it, I did.
Yep.
Yes, indeed.
What is some of your, I guess, can you tell me a funny story, or it doesn't have to be funny, a story about your mom and dad? Helen and Sonny.
A funny story about my dad.
All right, not it doesn't have to be funny. Just a story that you remember.
Well, my mom and dad, that's what I tell you. I can't remember. I'll tell you one thing about mom. She believed in switches. She'll tell you about all the pieces. I never could remember my daddy beat me with nothing.
Right.
But he could say a word to me, he could talk to me, and he'd tell me all the pieces, boy. I started crying right then. Mom, she ought to do all the whooping, you know. But daddy, you know, all he had to do was say something, boy. Tell me. I never remember him whooping me, you know. And I just say, man, I just thank God for both of them, man. They were beautiful people, man. Yep, beautiful people. We didn't have that much, but everybody thought we had something. But we was working hard and doing things just like everybody else, you know.
Yeah.
And mom and dad, but they were providers now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you know? Do you remember a lot about your uncles and aunts on your mom's side?
Oh, Uncle,
So like
Uncle Leroy, Uncle Lonnie.
Leroy, yeah.
Yeah, man. Uncle Leroy, man, I think he was the one that kind of got us together, you know, 'cause he used to come home like on weekends and stuff. And, my brother Lawyer, he was one of the toughest, meanest thing you want to meet. He was in low grade. He slipped to the store waiting on the school bus. And he came back, he got on that bus like a cat had jumped on. He was all scratched up and stuff was. And we came home. Somehow or another, Uncle Leroy found out, right? He called all the boys in the neighborhood over to his house, the house that Mona lived in. And he said, "You see this?" He looked at the Lawyer. He said, "One of y'all come back home like this again, I'm gonna tear all y'all eggs to pieces." Just like that, right? But you know what Lawyer did?
What he did?
When we went back to school, he caught them boys one by one. He got all three of them. He whooped them. He got them there. That's one thing about Lawyer.
Yeah.
Uncle Lonnie, man, he was a sweet back. Yeah, he's talking about all his girls and stuff he had with all the women. Yeah, man, I tell you, boy.
What about Aunt Emma?
Aunt Emma, boy, Aunt Emma, she was a sweet old girl, boy.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. She had a little bit of a grandma in her. Yep. Yeah, she'll sass you out real quick. She will whoop you.
Yeah.
But she'll say some bad stuff to you.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, so she'll say some bad. Uncle Henry, I don't know how smart he was in school, but every time he come out, I used to try to duck him. He gonna ask you how to spell Tarboro, how to spell. He probably couldn't spell it himself, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a piece of work, man. Yeah, Uncle Henry was. Yeah, then I thought about it, and they gave me Henry, boy. I said, I ain't like Henry, cause that made Uncle Henry, right? I didn't like that middle name for that, man. But then come to find out, it didn't come from Uncle Henry. It came from my granddad, my daddy, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, cause I'm the third, you know.
Got you.
Yeah, sure is. Yeah, but I thank God for, you know, like, man, I think about our roots, you know. A lot of people that I don't know that came up on my, like, the cousins and stuff. But I think about what they done each generation, right? My grandma said she used to work for Fatback Meat.
And your grandma is Emma.
Emma Rebecca right here.
Emma Rebecca, okay.
Fatback Meat, man. Work all day for some Fatback Meat, man, and some flour. Might get 25 cents. But she left all her children. What was 7 children? All her children somewhere to build a house up.
So she got, do you know how they got that land?
You know, I don't know how they got it, but thank God they ain't let Clark take it from them. Yeah.
Who's Clark?
W.H. Clark, one of the richest white men in the area. Okay. He owned all this, that. He owned land everywhere, man. Yeah, they kept that land, you know.
It'll be interesting to know how they got it.
Yeah, I don't know, and I don't know nobody that know how they got that land.
Yeah, Aunt Lucy said she might have some paper.
She might have some paper. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lawyer. No Lawyer. He got
about
25 acres back there that he bought from you know, the Arabs and stuff. You know, the people that had land back there. So some more taxes and stuff they were getting paid. So Lawyer decided when he got out of the military, he started buying it off. You know, he got about 25 acres back there. You've been back there, right? Yeah. Yeah, Uncle Ishmael. Yeah, Uncle Ishmael was grandma's brother. Yeah.
Maybe this was her part. They gave her the strip that they gave her.
Okay, but you know what though? See, that's what I'm saying.
Did they buy it from Clark? I don't know.
Uncle Ishmael, that house that he had that I was born in, right? That land the Syrian house on, right? That was Uncle Ishmael land. And Uncle Ishmael was cotton.
Right.
So he raised Daddy and Madeline, right?
Yes.
Yep. But then Syrian, she ended up
Maybe she got
Because her mama was her daddy's sister, Madeline. Yeah, yeah, but she'll take care of things, you know. So I had no Uncle Ishmael, you know, like he was the first man. I used to go to school every day in the first, second grade with a $1. She'd get to Saran would get to me to keep me from telling on her when I get back home out of school, but I tell on her every day, but yeah, but she'll give me that $1, that big silver dollar like that. I said, man. Yeah, but
You said Uncle Ishmael?
yeah, Ishmael,
So he was Emma Rebecca's
brother. Yeah,
What do you
he was
know?
older than grandma.
What do you remember about him?
Yeah, he's nothing, but he was so grouchy and fuss all the time. Yeah, I don't know that much really about Uncle Ishmael, but he the fussingest thing you ever want to see. He had a wife that wouldn't say nothing to him, you know. She just listened to him. He just blah, 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 all the while. Yeah. Yeah, he was a hard worker. But I'll listen to you about Uncle Barry, my brother.
Tell about Uncle Barry.
Uncle Barry was the baby boy.
Yeah, he was the youngest. Yeah, he was.
He could wear a white suit on a dry day in that dry field out there and wouldn't get it dirty. For real. White suit, white shirt, white shoes.
Always.
So that's
And look, and with what do you call that guy? Mr. T. He had that stuff around his neck.
yeah.
Them chains and stuff had nothing on Uncle Barry. Uncle Barry had a chain with nothing but bulldogs on it.
Huh?
Around his neck back then, right?
How about the thing came from his pocket?
That was a pocket watch. Yeah, pocket watch with
So
white
that was
suit on.
Grandma's
That's
brother?
my baby brother.
Oh, what happened to him? I don't remember.
Barry, he died of old age. Barry
I
Cotton.
don't remember him.
No, he was gone before you got here.
Right.
He used to live right, that clump of bush where they working on down there. He lived right there on the other side of that little bit of house down there, other side of Saran. Up down the
Did
hill.
he have any kids?
Yeah, his kids dead. He had one son. His name was Paul Cotton. Yeah.